Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. At the end, we're going to get a Soul's Journey Oracle deck card of clarity, so stay tuned for that. And as usual, we're going to start with a rune and then a tarot card and then another rune of clarity for each position as we go along. So your rune for your energetic past, Gemini, is Theresos, being thorough, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, doing the tedious research, thorough action. Now the hammer can build, it can destroy, or it can protect. I interpret this as the hammer because of this. Is very thorough, very decisive, very divinely guided, but needing to be very grounded energy. This is blessings or challenges thereof. This is also interpreted as a thorn or as the giant or a giant hill as well. So take what resonates here. This is calling, though, for that aspects in your recent past of how diligent are you being, how thorough are you being with what you are going to be entering in, or what you were addressing here in your recent past. Here we have the Page of Swords reversed. So maybe feeling stifled in communication, maybe looking for that sign or that communication from divine, from some other source, where you should probably be looking within for that communication with yourself, checking in with yourself for your next step or that guidance of where to go to next, Gemini, because you do know. Again, looking for the communication or for anything before that is kind of saying, like, you're giving your power away to something else. Whether this is that break off of communication with yourself or divine source, or maybe romantic, take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. But this is definitely a challenge of that communication coming into you. Maybe some communication did come into you that was not good. But this is, I think, more of a challenge in how you're showing up with your communication. And maybe looking for that sign from another source on how to proceed, or maybe you were waiting for that other energy to do something so then you can reply with something thorough. So again, take what resonates here, leave what doesn't, Gemini. Your vector of victory, Tiwaz. Here's how you're showing up. What is just, what is true, what is good? Are you being a martyr? Are you sticking up for what's right? Are you doing the discipline work? Discipline work, showing up with yourself, being thorough, right? Balance. I think maybe this is maybe a little bit of martyrdom energy here. With thinking, well, woe is me because I can't get that communication. Well, are you being thorough? All right, so this could be even the aspect of you are victorious and being thorough, and that other like Page of Swords reverse energy, that communication that you're looking for coming in, it might not come in. So it might not be healthy for you to wait for that and to stay with your vector of victory and be thorough with your energies and just worry about you kind of stuff. Again, take a resonates, leave it doesn't. Let me know in the comments below how this resonates here with you, Gemini. In the energetic now is Ingwas. You're blessed or challenged with in the now. This is like a lesson in divine timing. This is the god Ing's rune of fertility, of successfully planting the seed into fertile soil, knowing that the seed will gestate and open up in divine timing and grow roots in divine timing, then grow above the soil in divine timing. Like your faith and your stability and knowing without guessing, right? Or responding without reacting as well. Okay. So healing divine masculine energies kind of goes along with this, aspects of ego. Healthy ego aspects, not necessarily killing your ego, right? But making sure that's, again, knowing without guessing in healthy, like stable ways, right? This is irreversible, so it's calling in for that stability. Bless or challenged with that here right now, Gemini. Let's see what that card of clarity is. The Fool reversed. Okay. You're no fool. You've been around this. You've been here before. Yeah, the Fool reversed, though, is also kind of reclusive energy. It's where you're definitely looking at that healing of divine masculine. You're definitely taking a look at this energy, and you're wanting to heal it, to address it, because you do recognize it. You've been here before. Uh, you're no fool, right? Let's see what this is. This is, I think, that whole aspect is what helped you check in with this. That like, hey, I recognize it, therefore it's, well, wait a minute, that's my ego talking, like, because thinking I know it all kind of thing, when it should be more like the grounded I do know, right? So this is Pertho, the Gambler's Cup rune of clarity. For this is uncovering mysteries, taking energetic leaps, rite of a passage, initiation kind of process. This is also indicative of a pregnancy or a board game friendly competition, that kind of stuff. Is where you don't know how it's going to end, but you have a good idea how you want it to end. So you're energetically invested, making all the twists and turns at the end of it, coming out with a shift of perspective. Okay, yeah, taking an energetic leap into the unknown, uncovering that mystery, being initiated thereof. I really see this as an introspective thing. I don't think this is an external. Yeah, I think this is kind of, the energies are kind of making you go within here, Gemini, and be in, like, self-evaluating in this. Let's see what this is, though. In the near future is Bricana. Bricana is the birch goddess's rune of blessings and new beginnings. So beautiful rune to get after Ingwas here. The seed grows into the tree, right? So that's beautiful, like a familial style kind of nurturing, like a mother's loves, pouring all that energy into making sure this is nurtured in healthy ways and given good guidance, and as it evolves, your nurturing evolves with it to help sustain it, right, up into adulthood or even beyond, right? This is blessed new beginnings, though, with the birch goddess's rune here. This is very feminine energy here as well, so this could be calling in more of that healed. This helps heal your divine feminine and masculine here in the process. This could be. This is not the divine feminine's rune, however. The Nine of Swords reversed. Interesting, yeah. So definitely taking time from the path and going within to heal yourself, or going within to nurture yourself, or just, I see you taking time, or not really time, to reflect on your path so much, but also nine of wands reversed with Bricana here is very interesting. It's like turning the path on its head and be like, nope, I'm going to plant a tree right here, and this is my new beginning. Like, I see this signpost in the road and I reject its definition. I'm going to substitute it with my own kind of energy, where how other people see you in your life is not exactly where you are at, and you know that. Gemini, are you being mysterious? Are you being mysterious? Let's see. Theorisas, no, you're just being thorough. You're being thorough, like you want to plant trees as you go along your path, I see. You want to grow things as they grow along. Yeah, I don't blame you. Gemini, you want to tend to things. And that doesn't necessarily mean you need that reassurance from another source in order to do this, when you know that you are disciplined and showing up in divinely guided ways. Something in your life is telling you you've been here before, and that makes it all the more easier for you to uncover those mysteries by going within, kind of pausing. I see you pausing on your path here, though, to bless this new thing into fruition, and to do it thoroughly, because this is like growing that brand new signpost onto untreaded paths that nobody has been on before. Kind of energy is what I'm getting. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below how this all resonates here for you, Gemini. And your influence of the now, that stability. Okay, stability whenever the runes go like that, that inverted, that X, or that inverted V, kind of, At the bottom of the rune, that stability, this is how stable is your structure, your foundations, your legacy work. Is it transitory? Is it perpetual? Is it healthy? Is it not healthy? Not necessarily correlating one or the other, transitory or perpetual, with healthy or unhealthy. You can have things that are short-term that are healthy. You can have things that are long-term that are unhealthy even. So, I mean, take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. This is blessings or challenges, and is very, very much influencing your work right now. With your legacy, what you're leaving behind in the world, how you're showing up, what's your tower look like, kind of energy. So that's beautiful. Ace of Cups reversed. Not feeling very emotionally fulfilled with this. So again, this is looking outside again, and maybe, just needing to kind of be your own foundation in this. And like Ace of Cups reversed, this is not a good time to be emotionally invested in your ties to the outcomes of your legacy work. You just need to be more present, is what I'm seeing. You're looking into your future too much, or you're looking into your past too much. Need to be present with your firm foundation, is what I'm seeing here. Let's see, Laguz, divine feminine healing. This is beautiful. You got Laguz and Ingwas here, divine feminine, divine masculine kind of runes. Laguz is that, you want that emotional healing, and you're kind of realizing that you're leading the way. You're nurturing that new thing in the beginning, but this isn't necessarily, you're influenced by like, do I or don't I? And you're looking kind of outside, but you're kind of emotionally on this roller coaster with it all. Just kind of throw yourself into it is what you're kind of wanting to throw yourself into it. But you're maybe realizing it's actually more of a time to pause and to nurture. Because this divine feminine healing, this rune of lake, Laguz, is the rune of the lake, sea, flow, water, and divine flow. Pulling in that groundedness of that intuition, of the emotional healing, of the divine flow, right? Like a river that has banks that are steady, not constantly shifting banks that mess with the flow of the river, right? But steady banks that help guide the flow in beautiful ways. Kind of grounded in that aspect and stable. Interesting with the Ace of Cups reversed there too. Let's see what your advice here is for right now, Gemini. Advice, Hagalaz. Okay, you definitely need to get rid of something in your life, or let divine just do its thing. This is something being removed out of your life. You're out of your divinely guided self-source blueprint. It might not even be something that you notice, right? So don't go looking for it, but just accept that this is something that is happening for you rather than to you. It's an unintended eventuality, like any natural disaster, like hail, right? It's going to end up just wiping whatever needs to be wiped out, to the effect that you get to bless and nurture again. So again, unintended eventualities, kind of like car repair, house repair, not a if but a when. So this is interesting. With this balance of healing here, you're kind of recognizing, and you're fully aware that divine is doing this in your life for a reason. And you're thoroughly into your new beginnings, and no wonder why you're kind of like 9 of Wands reversed over here. You're like, oh no, actually I still need to kind of take it a little on the slow side after that, which I get. You clarified here with 9 of Cups reversed. Yeah, so not being attached to your emotional outcomes, not being attached to the way it manifests, right? Just being in divine balance and flow of things. Being secure in your divine masculine, you've been here before, Gemini. You're not a fool. yeah, whatever this is that is it is something that might emotionally tug on your strings, like tug on your heartstrings, like, no, I really didn't want that to leave. Like a attachment to the outcome, or an aspect of something you're emotionally invested in or energetically, emotionally tied to, in the heart space. So again, this is being removed for your divinely guided path, right? It's not always going to be something that feels great, but this is something, again, where it's a lesson in what we want to, if we want to stay guided on our divinely guided path, right? We want to remain guided on there. We have to release our need to control the situations and outcomes of things, our emotional investments in them. Yeah. Go within for that clarity. This is ice here too. This is the Isa ice rune, is going within for that clarity with the ice forming over the deep lake. So that ice forms over the deep lake. You can see deep down in for that communication, for that emotional depth, that deep healing work, that deep emotional introspection, right? How are you showing up emotionally? How are your waters in your life frozen? Isa can also be indicative of stuck, frozen, rigid. Are you rigid? Are you frozen? Are you too attached to what this is, to this outcome? Maybe this is something emotionally frozen in your life that you are being like getting rid of, like you're releasing that ice out of your life. You're thawing your emotional waters in your chart. Queen of Cups reversed here with Hagalaz and Isa here. This is a lot of definitely sticking firm to the now, but also on your divine straight and narrow path, because you haven't been here before, but this is also getting that different perspective. You've uncovered something, and this is really bless or challenge your divine feminine and masculine balances in your life. So something's got to go, or something is being removed that you need to let it be removed, and you just need to be like ice and just go within for that emotional clarity. This is also kind of like Four of Swords-ish kind of energy, where you're permitted to rest. It's a time to rest, time to hunker down and let the storm pass. Right? Go and get your shelter, because there is going to be beautiful growth here in your near future, beautiful nurturing possible in very thorough ways. You might not be reflecting so much on your path in the past, but just being more present with these energies and building and nurturing in the now here. Let's see what your outcome is here. Gabo, this is beautiful. Divine reciprocity, divine gifts. Gift is the name of the game here with Gabo. It's how we give and take. Stability again. This is not a reversible rune. This is irreversible. So this is beautiful, like a Two of Cups kind of energy, where it's divine reciprocity, divine give and take, energetic give and take. Healing, I think, with aspects of this in your life. A good advice here is to always remember when you were given something and always forget when you gave. Right? No strings attached to your energetic give and take. Right? I just want to make sure your cup is full. I just want to make sure, I want to be in divine service to you. Right? That divine balance, right? Divine give and take. So this is an aspect of relationship with yourself, with your divine source, with a significant other. I really think this might be an aspect of yourself here, Gemini. A lot of emotional healing going on. A lot of emotional challenges, but a lot of emotional healing. Yeah, you don't necessarily need to be as communicative as you were. Just kind of work on you, kind of stuff. Oops, I want to grab a card of clarity before I grab the rune of clarity. Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, Okay, Eight of Cups reversed is like, instead of taking the cup and going with it, leaving the Seven Cups behind, looking for emotional fulfillment, you choose to work on the Seven Cups and letting that one thing emotionally kind of go. Yeah. Like emotional attachment to an outcome or something like that, but you're choosing to stick it out and whatever this is emotionally, and you're going to work it out and heal on it. Yeah, the Eight of Cups reversed, like you're recognizing that actually what you had and what you have right now are not worth you walking away yet again. This is something worth that divine reciprocity here. So you're going to work on those Seven of Cups again, or those Seven Cups, right? And let that one emotionally, I think that's your eighth cup right there. You're releasing it and you're honoring that. And you're going to work on those Seven Cups here. All right. So Yura, okay. Yura is learning lessons. This is the beautiful rune of that liminal space in between energies, like that breath in between singing, right? That silence in between that frequency, or that pause in between seasons. When you make a harvest with this harvest rune, you're assessing, you're learning what you sow is what you reap. You're learning the cycles. Beginnings are making endings, and endings are making beginnings again. You're moving into this, I think, a new beginning, a new cycle, by choosing to take the high road, so to speak, and work on your emotional fulfillment and really blessing it and nurturing it fully into a new beginning, whatever the case may be. It could be spiritual, it could be friendly, it can be professional, it can be romantic, it can be so many things, right? Just take what resonates, Gemini, leave what doesn't. We're going to get a card of clarity now from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Spirit, straight from Source, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Gemini need to hear for this week's Divinely Guided reading. Please show us clearly one card of clarity. One card of clarity, please, Divine. Thank you. One card of clarity, please. Yes, thank you. Courage says, I find the inner strength to face my fear with confidence. Beautiful mandala on that card as well. We're going to read about this card. Okay, again, at the bottom it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So, Gemini, you need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's guises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face that same obstacle again. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.